One junction in Assen has recently been transformed into a shared space, and this has been somewhat controversial. This is the road which leads towards the shared space. This used to be an asphalt road, and these tiles were laid over the last couple of years. We're going to look at how people behave around this junction. The junction now has a very distinct street light. Note how the moped goes on the wrong side of the car, while cyclists use the pedestrian area. The disabled man is being followed by a car around the corner. The driver is quite careful, but this does not lead to a great feeling of safety. Now watch how this lady crosses the road. In principle, she had priority at that point because all traffic at this junction should give way to the right, but she did not take the priority because she was intimidated by the bus. As a result, she has quite a long wait to get across this road. I spoke to this lady, and she explained that she doesn't have a car and she doesn't drive, and she feels that that's the best way to get across this junction.
Mevrouw, wat vind je van deze Kerkplein?
When she continued, she carried on riding on the pavement, not on the road. For confident young cyclists, this works reasonably well. One of the biggest problems with shared space is that it takes away the rights of people who are less confident. But here's another older lady, and again, she's not confident enough to push her way out into the traffic. So she gets to wait, rather than make her journey quickly and efficiently. This junction very much prioritises motorised traffic. Might is right in shared space areas. Note how even the racing cyclist uses the pedestrian area rather than ride on the road. No lack of confidence there. When someone wants to cross the road with a disability buggy, the young cyclist assumed that the car coming from the right would give way, but it did not, so that also led to a dangerous situation. The white car is driving on the pedestrian area. We also have buses at this junction. It's very unpleasant to cycle near a bus, simply because of the size, and buses can be quite dangerous for cyclists. This woman is sandwiched between a bus and a car, and as a result she can't continue to make her journey but must wait. There's a high level of usage by pedestrians, many cyclists, and also a lot of use by people with disabilities. Note how the lady in the middle of the picture is also intimidated by the traffic. This driver again cuts the corner, just slightly. This lady is being pursued by a bus. While the bus driver is being careful, it is never pleasant as a cyclist to have a large vehicle close behind you. The large flow of traffic here is pretty much a constant thing, but a lot of people use the pedestrian part of the junction. Watch the red car in front of the mopeds, as this did something rather unusual. Also note the lady on the left, who is struggling to stay upright because she's been reduced to the speed of cars. The car is now doing a U-turn using the pedestrian area to turn around. This has been the subject of frequent complaints about this junction. And here's another woman who is intimidated by the traffic. While she had priority over cars coming from her left, she did not want to take that priority. This car again goes over the pedestrian part of the junction. And here we have a mother approaching with a child on a bicycle. Both are riding on the pedestrian part of the road. After crossing, the child continues on the pedestrian area. When transporting your children too, you need to feel safe. And here we have two people with a tandem who are walking across this junction rather than cycling. There are many signs here of low subjective safety, and low subjective safety results in fewer people feeling that they want to cycle. Just like anywhere else in the world, if Assen wants to continue to grow cycling, it must also continue to make cyclists feel safer. The new junction at the Kerkplein in Assen does not achieve those ends. The old situation at the same junction. It had the same give way to the right rules, but there were then pedestrian crossings, which at least helped a little. The surface was asphalt until a couple of years ago.